At this time, we ask that everyone please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats. As the combined intermediate school, middle school, and high school band perform the Star-Spangled Banner. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, how about one more round of applause for our combined marching band.
Check, 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 check. Sound check, sound check. Mic check to the main stage, please. Mic check.
Now we'd like to announce a few of our weekly awards given by the high school coaching staff. The first Scout Team Player of the Week. As a football program, we believe strongly that the product we were able to put on the field on Fridays and Mondays is directly correlated with the hard work and dedication of our weekly Scout team. Coaching staff spends a significant amount of time keeping the players on these teams each week to best simulate the opponent. Being selected is an honor for our players and puts them one step closer to Friday Night Lights. Congratulations to our Scout Team Player of the Week for being selected by their peers and coaches. This week's recipient is Hayden Sponso. We also have our squad captains of the week. The squad captains are an integral part of what we do on a daily basis in the football program. These 9 individuals are more than just leaders on the team. They are the driving force behind our daily operation. This week's squad captains of the week are yet more Eli Ernst and Carson Heaney. Now our captains of the week. Leaders do not always hold.
Hello again, sports fans from the Ox Yard in New Oxford, alongside Corey Smith and Brandon Glorioso. I'm Jeff Cook. We are Community Media Sports Live high school football here in Week 7. New Oxford 5-1, 3-0 in the YAIAA 2, and visiting Kennard-Dale Rams 3-3 overall, but 2-0 in the division. So an upset by the Rams here tonight could throw the whole division up for grabs. Anyway, the Colonials would like to make short work of this and move to 6-1 on the season.
The website is www.communitymedia.net. Tonight's game is also being telecast live on Community Media, channels 12 and 240 of Comcast Cable via Roku.
Via Roku, I wrote it out. Facebook. Yeah, there you go. Oh.
Tonight's game will be replayed on Community Media on Tuesday at 7:30.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you. Okay, I'll recycle this. That's all we need. Little love. So has every week whoever wins the toss defers? I mean, it seems to be every week. Has anybody ever said we want the ball? You know, I think.
And now, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Colonial Stadium for this evening's high school football game. Tonight, the New Oxford Colonials will play host to the Rams of Kennard-Dale.
Well, public address announcer Scott Anderson, he's the head baseball coach, does a great job here at New Oxford. And the Rams, they were out earlier warming up. Strong side last year, and I think they won the division, if I'm not mistaken, including a win over Gettysburg at Gettysburg. So now Gettysburg's moved on to the Mid-Penn Conference, where maybe a surprise to some, they are 5-1 and leading in the conference. Their only loss was to these very same Colonials in week 2, 28-14. Since then, they have run the table so far. They have a game against Waynesboro, a game they should be favored in, and then next week will be at Gettysburg. Greencastle comes to town. And then the week after that, if all goes well, we head to Dillsburg for Northern hosting the Warriors. So anyway, some exciting games down the stretch as we follow the two hottest teams, the Colonials and the Warriors. Special thanks to our sponsors for tonight's game. They include Ira E. Lady, American Legion Post 262 in Biglerville. These fine men and women served our country in times of war and peace, and now they give back to our community. One example of their eleemosynary efforts, the new greenhouse project at Biglerville High School. They provided 1/5 of the support in an amount of $20,000. Great sponsors of the Canners Sports and all sports in the area. We appreciate the sponsorship of Post 262, and especially thank Commander Gene Schaefer, Manager Chris Teixeira, and my good friends Rick Pelk and Vernon Stein. We salute you, Post 262, and special thanks as well to Ketterman Electrical Services, LLC, on Biglerville Road between Gettysburg and Biglerville, serving Adams County, a family-owned business for more than 2 decades, including bucket truck service, commercial and residential wiring, supply and installation of electric car chargers, and their specialty, generator installation, whole house systems, voted #1 electrician 10 years in a row by the Gettysburg Times Pick of the Counties. It's Ketterman Electrical Services, LLC. And that Pick of the Counties edition of the Gettysburg Times Magazine just came out today. I have to do a little research to see if we can say 11 years in a row. And special thanks as well to Mr. G's, the official ice cream of high school sports. Thanks to Mark and Megan McLean and all our friends at Mr. G's on Baltimore Street in Gettysburg. Open 7 days a week from noon until 9 p.m. Mr. G's has 16 flavors of ice cream, milkshakes, sundaes, homemade waffle cones, and more. The fall special flavor is pumpkin spice ice cream. Check out the gift shop at Mr. G's, too. A lot of great ideas. Works of local artists on display. The Life is Good line of apparel, shirts, jewelry, and more. You'll find it all at Mr. G's. And tonight's game, sponsored as well for more than 2 decades by Kenny's Marketplace. Kenny's is 100% employee-owned and has superior quality in perishables and world-class customer service. Over 40 store-made items daily, fresh food, friendly folks, Friday specials. You'll find them all at Kenny's, serving our local communities with excellence since 1959. Kenny salutes his store management team, Ralph at Gettysburg, Chariot at Spring Grove, John at Littlestown, Rocky at Tawnytown, and Leon at Biglerville. Kenny's, it's my favorite place to shop. Don't forget your preferred customer card. It's your passport to a world of savings at Kenny's Marketplace. And last but certainly not least, your friendly neighborhood McDonald's. McDonald's now taking applications for staff, crew, and management. Scholarships available for staff members and their families who work an average of 15 hours a week. A very competitive wage of up to $14 an hour. Free meals and discounts. Be creative. Schedule your works hours around your lifestyle. Managers get these benefits plus more. Just go online to McHire.com. That's McHire.com. As McDonald's proprietor Emmett Patterson often says, success is not built on wishes, but hard work, risk, sweat, tears, and sacrifice. Locations to serve you on Steinmore Avenue and York Road in Gettysburg, Cross Keys, New Oxford, Queen Street in Littlestown, and Baltimore Street, Eisenhower Drive, and Carlisle Street in Hanover. Over 99 billion served. That's a lot of burgers. See you under the arches. Well, the Rams have taken the field. It looks like roster depth could be an issue. The lineman, or maybe that's a starting unit, goes down into the end zone. And the Colonials have emerged. I'm not sure what you call that, inflatable tunnel. Really perfect night for football. Another glorious fall day. After yesterday, temperature hit maybe 76. It was close to that today. Now it's cooling off, and there are some swirling winds. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of impact they have. Anyway, I do want to apologize to our viewers. Things were going along so smoothly last week until Jermaine Gondaway got in formation to attempt a 19-yard field goal. The snap was good. The hold was good, and the kick was good. But unfortunately, our live telecast cut away just before the kick. And our resourceful viewers quickly realized that Gettysburg had won the game. But, man, that was exciting. Warriors got the ball back at their own 18 with 5 minutes. They moved down the field all on the ground. And Jermaine Gondaway, hero for a day. I wonder, and I'm mused aloud about this. Why did the ship coach ice the kicker? You know, he had timeouts in his pocket. Just call one of them and give Gondaway time to get nervous. But maybe it wouldn't have mattered. It was a pure kick. And so the Warriors control their own destiny. Fourth seed in the districts. Ox is in there at number 8. Southwestern in the mix as well. And, I mean, I think actually New Oxford might be higher than that. But New Oxford is ranked higher than Southwestern. Now, Southwestern beat New Oxford, but I think they have 2 losses. And Gettysburg lost to New Oxford, yet they're ranked higher than New Oxford. So I guess those head-to-head matches don't mean that much. Well, the Rams are coached by Christopher Gruby. Jason Warner, the very revered and successful coach here at New Oxford. He really turned this program around when he came to coach here, and he had I think maybe he was had the interim tag or something when he was here before, and the school district went in another direction. But then when he got the call to come back, he's made these Colonials a fixture in the playoffs, and his staff, I know, is very hard-working staff, and he'd be quick to share the credit. So 4 12-minute quarters. So I didn't even see, did Kennard-Dale win the toss and they elected to receive? Well, that makes sense because if they can run the ball, I mean, New Oxford's a quick strike team. They can score in a hurry. And so if you're Kennard-Dale, I like this decision. You want to take the ball out of Jet Moore's hands, kind of like when you would try to slow down a Peyton Manning or a Tom Brady or whomever the quarterback might be, Aaron Rodgers. I'm not putting Jet Moore in that class yet, but the principle of it, let the clock be your friend, limit the touches for New Oxford, keep the game close. You never know what could happen, and obviously Kennard-Dale at 3-3 has figured out a way to get some wins. And they let it go into the end zone. Idris Amenovic, and so he had, last time we were here, Idris Amenovic had 3 interceptions, including a pick 6. So maybe community media brings out the superstar in him. We'll see what kind of game he has tonight. He's in the defensive secondary. We're in number 2. Ox will look to generate some pressure. Yeah, it's a running formation, so I don't know anything about Kennard-Dale, but it looks like 2 tight end set. Anyway, they go off tackle to the right side. Still on his feet, breaking into the secondary, and caught from behind at the 44-yard line. 37-yard gain.
Gain is at 37.
For Gavin Sparks.
Be a Ram first down.
Slot to the far side, wing to the near, motion man, takes the pitch, probes the right side. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That was Joseph Smith. So Smith loses a yard.
Loss of 1. Second down.
Just underway here on a Friday night, week 7 of the high school season. Teams with postseason aspirations if the Rams can pull off the upset here tonight. Play action. Incomplete, overthrown. Garrett McCleary's attempt well over everyone in the stadium, or at least everyone on the field. Good seats still available across the way. But New Oxford always has good home attendance. And it's 3rd and 11. Garrett McCleary, a 6'1", 161-pound senior, is the quarterback for the Rams. Two receivers to the top of your screen. McCleary out of the shotgun. Ball's bobbled. Good for maybe a 2-yard gain was Sparks.
Gain of 2. They're going up 4th and 9.
So Holmes and Shriver deep, anticipating a punt.
Dylan Lowe will punt it away to the Rams.
Line of scrimmage to 43. 35-yard punt, no return.
Ball was dead, where the Colonials will take over 1st and 10. Ball spotted at their own 8-yard line.
Well, Coach Gruby, a logical decision. Of course, we saw a couple weeks ago a play I was still looking forward to seeing on replay because I was doing stats and 4th down and 6 from their own 33-yard line. The Warriors go for it early in the first quarter, their first possession, and it goes the distance. Tanner Newman for 6. 1st and 10. 10:06 to go here in the first quarter. That's Riley Killen. Got a couple, maybe a 3-yard gain. Green in on the stop. And Coach Anderson says it's a 4-yard gain. I'm in complete agreement. All right, so it's 2nd and 6, although I would say a long 6. Moore gives it to Killen. Killen looking for the edge. He's out to the 17. It's going to be 3rd and short. Looks like 3rd and about a yard.
That would be number 7, Desmond Warren.
Moore. Killen again. Killen got 4 yards and a 1st down for the Colonials. 3 carries, 13 yards. Colonials stay in the no huddle. Encroachment is the call. Hard count by Jet Moore. So it'll go against the Rams. 1st and 5. New Oxford started at their own 8-yard line. He's going for Brendan Holmes. He's got it in stride. All the way to the end zone. 73 yards, perfectly thrown parabola by Jet Moore. And just like that, did I say they were a quick strike offense? The drive covers 92 yards, the last 73 by Brendan Holmes. Ahmedovich to try the point after out of the hole by Cameron Herring. And the kick is good with 9:01 to go in the first. It's New Oxford 7. KD 0 as we stay right with the action here. A first quarter brought to you by Ketterman Electrical Services LLC, located at 2915 Bigleyville Road between Gettysburg and Bigleyville near the banks of the mighty Conewago. Telephone 717-677-0066. Ketterman Electrical Services has been meeting your electrical needs in Adams County for over 2 decades, and they provide bucket truck service, commercial and residential wiring, supply and installation of electric car chargers, and their specialty, whole house generator systems. Voted #1 electrician 10 years in a row by Gettysburg Times, pick of the counties. The vanguard of the future is Ketterman Electrical Services. Ahmedovich kicks it, and it's going to corkscrew out of bounds. So KD will get it at their own their own 35-yard line.
Rams will take over 1st and 10. Ball on their own 35.
Seven nothing, just like that. Oh, and now McCleary returns the favor and gets the Colonials to jump. Well, tonight's game also brought to you by our good friends at Mr. G's, Mark and Megan McLean, and the rest of the fine crew located on Baltimore Street in Gettysburg. Mr. G's is the official ice cream of high school sports. Open 7 days a week, noon till 9 p.m. As Sparks goes on well, that was Connor Wolf. I stand corrected. Actually, I'm seated. But it's a first down, good for 11 yards. Oh, no, that's right. The 55-yard penalty, only a 6-yard gain, but enough to move the chains. That was Connor Wolf, no E. First and 10 at their own 46 for Kennard-Dale, trying to answer. They give it off the right side to Joseph Smith, and he runs into a wall of Colonial defenders. He got maybe a yard. Mr. G's has 16 flavors of ice cream, milkshakes, sundaes, homemade waffle cones, and more. This fall, the special flavor is pumpkin spice ice cream. Check out the gift shop, too. Great ideas. The works of local artists on display. Life is Good line of apparel, shirts, jewelry, and more. It's Mr. G's. They give it inside to Sparks. He's got about 3. So it's 3rd and 7. And a special thanks to the Ira E. Lady American Legion Post 262 of Biglerville. These brave men and women served their country in times of war and peace, and now they serve our local communities with their charitable endeavors like the Greenhouse Project at Biglerville High School. 3rd and 7. McCleary under center. Play action. He's being harassed and sacked. Loss of 7. Britton Aikens in there on the play. And now they'll have to punt it again.
Logan again punted away from the ramp.
Line of scrimmage at the 45. Fair catch at the 30.
Holmes takes the fair catch. Well, the Colonials will take over 1st and 10.
25-yard punt.
Ball spotted at their own 30-yard line.
A special thanks as well to Kenny's Marketplace, my favorite place to shop. Don't forget your preferred customer card. It's your passport to a world of savings. Kenny's is 100% employee-owned, has superior quality in perishables, and world-class customer service. Over 40 store-made items daily. Fresh food, friendly folks. That's what you'll find at Kenny's, serving our local communities with excellence since 1959. Special thanks to the management team, Ralph at Gettysburg, Charity at Spring Grove, John at Littlestown, Rocky at Tawnytown, and Leon at Biglerville. See you at Kenny's Market. Oh, delay of the game. They were just letting me get my my spot in for Kenny's Marketplace. Very thoughtful of them. So now it's 1st and 15 as we approach the halfway point of this first quarter. And they whistled, I think there was movement in the backfield, so probably another 5 yards. Looked like they had a nice screen pass set up over there.
Offsides against the Rams.
No, well, so now it'll be back to 1st and 10.
Ball spot on the 29.
And special thanks to your friendly neighborhood McDonald's, now taking applications for crew and management. 1st and 10. Receiver screen to Evan Shriver, and he gets to the next level and picks up 16. Another first down.
Game is good for Colonial, first down.
Shriver in motion. Double slot to the near side. They go far side on the screen. Lots of running room out there. I love that call. They go to Riley Killen out of the backfield. "29 yards on the pickup." There's a flag on the play.
Full start against the Colonials. It'll be 1st and 15.
Well, sometimes you get ahead of yourself when you run the hurry up, and that's what happened there. Another 5-yard penalty against the Ox. Already 30 yards of penalties here in the quarter. Under 6 to play. They pitch it. Riley Killen is going to get to the line of scrimmage, and that was it. Britton Eakins yet to carry it here tonight. He's been involved defensively. Well, McDonald's offering scholarships for staff members and their families who work an average of 15 hours a week. A very competitive wage, up to $14 an hour, depending on availability and experience. Free meals and discounts. Design your schedule around your lifestyle. Be creative. Managers get these benefits plus more. Just go online to mchire.com. That's mchire.com. As McDonald's proprietor Emmett Patterson often says, success is not built on wishes, but hard work, risk, sweat, tears, and sacrifice. Killen off the right side, got about 5 yards. Locations on Steinmer Avenue, York Road in Gettysburg, Queen Street in Littlestown, Cross Keys, New Oxford, and Baltimore Street, Carlisle Street, and Eisenhower Drive in Hanover. See you under the arches at McDonald's. Over 99 billion served. Thank you, Josh Martin. Well, Holmes to the 4-yard line.
Game is good for Colonial, first down. Ball spotted on the Ram 7-yard line.
1st and goal. Killen tries to bounce it to the outside, and he's going to get barely to the line of scrimmage.
Back away by number 27, Gavin Starks. No gain. 2nd down.
To the end zone, Riley Killen gets it in from 4 yards, and the touchdown. 70-yard drive. Riley Killen. Oh, hold everything. That's coming back. So that's coming back. 5-yard penalty against New Oxford. That's 35 yards in infractions already in the quarter.
Second and 13.
Timeout. Kennard-Dale wants to talk about it. They only have about maybe 2.5 full squads over there, maybe 30 guys in uniform. But you can only play it 11 at a time, and as Fairfield has shown, if you play with heart, anything can happen. Gettysburg 7, Waynesboro nothing. Jaden Johnson adds to his prolific senior year with a touchdown run. DeLone over Biglerville 7-0. Zimmerman 30-yard touchdown run. As always, thank you, Josh Martin. .335 to go in the quarter. They go back to the run. Kellen got about 4, and it's going to be 3rd and goal from about the 11. Call it the 10-yard line, clock ticking. Jet Moore has a man. Brennan Holmes for the touchdown. .243 to go in the quarter. Some play action to kind of freeze the underneath defenders. And he just put in a perfect spot where Holmes could make the catch. Slightly elevated, but no problem for Brennan Holmes to bring it in for the score. And the kick is good. So Brennan Holmes, 100 yards even for the quarter.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you, stay in the bleachers after the game.
Jet Moore, perfect 5 for 5 for 145 yards and 2 touchdowns, both to Brennan Holmes. Taking it about the 7. Decent return out to about the 27 by Joseph Smith. $14-0. Colonials in charge here in the early going.
Rams will take over first and 10. First one on their own 26.
So McCleary will take a direct snap from center. Split backs behind him. They give it to the near back off the right side. Sparks barrels forward for about 7 yards. Well, Gavin Sparks caught the Colonials napping. First play of the game, he went off the right side and gashed the Colonials for 37 yards, but they were able to force a punt. They've done that twice and scored on both occasions. 2nd and 2, offset I, formation, play action. McCleary gets the first down. He's elusive on the far sideline. Picks up 9 yards. Could be a late hit. No, that's a 15-yarder, so that does not help the cause.
Early 1st and 10. Ball spotted on the Colonials 41.
50 yards of penalties in the quarter for the Ox. Despite all that, they lead 14-0, and total discombobulation in the KD offense. They're not on the same page out there. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 14-0 New Oxford. First and 15. Play action. Whoa, it was like a wraparound. No, it was McCleary just scrambling. Loss of 6, another sack by Britton Akins.
Loss of 6. 2nd down.
So that's been the extent of the quote-unquote passing game so far for the Rams. They've dropped back twice and twice been sacked. So McCleary, I think he does have one attempt that just sailed over everybody's head, so he's 0 for 1. Meanwhile, Jet Moore, a perfect 5 for 5. McCleary wants to run it. That's a design running play. He's got 15 yards. Still short of first down yardage.
Gain of 13. They'll bring up 3rd and 7.
Third and 7 coming up for the Rams. They'd love to get it in the end zone here and make it a one-score game, a one-score deficit. McCleary, bounce passes it out in the flat. Incomplete, and so now it's 4th down, and well, I mean, it looks like they're going to punt it, which I don't have a problem. I mean, they're trying to make things difficult for New Oxford. Brennan Moore back in punt receiving formation, joined by Evan Shriver. Line of scrimmage at 38, high snap, and the punter has to just fall on it. A loss of 22.
Catches a bad snap. He's tackled immediately where the Colonials will take over.
Desmond Warren, wow, that stat line hurts. It'll go as a rushing attempt for him for minus 22 yards. I'll just call him as I see him. He could have been worse. They could have, Colonials could have picked it up and scored. Moore. Oh, Had a man out there. Ametovic, the intended receiver.
Fourth pass intended for number 2, Ametovic. Incomplete. Second down.
17 seconds left in the quarter. Could be time for a couple of plays. Jet Moore on the zone read. Got about 4.
Tackled by a host of Rams. Gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 37.
And that's the end of quarter number 1.
Score, New Oxford 14. Kennard-Dale 0.
14-zip, New Oxford after 1 quarter. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Ketterman Electrical Services, 2915 Biglerville Road, between Gettysburg and Biglerville, a family-owned business serving the Adams County community since 1995. Bucket truck service, commercial and residential wiring, supply and installation of electric car chargers, and their specialty whole house generator systems. Leading the way to a better future and voted top electrician 10 years in a row by the Gettysburg Times pick of the counties is Ketterman Electrical Services. And by the IRE Lady American Legion Post 262 in Biglerville, these brave men and women serve their country in times of war and peace. And now they support the community with their charitable endeavors. Big boosters of Biglerville Canner Athletics and throughout the region. We appreciate the sponsorship of Post 262 and are especially thankful to Commander Gene Schaefer, Manager Krista Shara, and my good friends Rick Pelk and Vernon Stein. We salute you, Post 262. Still Riley Killen picking his way for a couple. So now it's 4th down inside the 35. It looks like the Colonials will go for it. They have a fair amount of confidence. Single coverage out here on Brennan Holmes. And that's McCleary who draws the assignment. 4th and 4. Moore, nicely thrown. Ball is good for first down yardage. 7-yard completion.
Pass complete to Shriver. Gain of 7.
Shriver on the catch. Well thrown ball by Jet Moore. Drilled a dart, kept the drive alive on 4th down. Riley Killen again. This time he's got about 6. 9 carries, 30 yards for Riley Killen. Got a touchdown taken off the board. That always hurts. But the Colonials cashed in the opportunity in the red zone anyway. Shriver in motion to the far side. And Colonials getting their play call straight. Killen again, off right tackle. Cuts back inside and has the first down. Pickup of 6. Another first down for New Oxford. 10 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the half. The half brought to you by your friendly neighborhood McDonald's. McDonald's taking application for crew and management. Scholarships available if you work 15 hours a week. Competitive wages up to $14 an hour, depending on availability and experience. Free meals and discounts. Design your schedule around your lifestyle. Be creative. 1st and 10, Colonials. Play action. They swing it out, and Shriver dropped it. They ran that play earlier, the wide receiver screen, and just surveyed the real estate before he tucked the ball away. To find out more about employment opportunities with McDonald's, go online to mchire.com. That's mchire.com. As McDonald's proprietor Emmett Patterson often says, success is not built on wishes, but hard work, risk, sweat, tears, and sacrifice. They pitch it to the near side. Killen to the 11-yard line. Gain of 6. 11 carries, 42 yards for Killen. So it's 3rd and 4. Now the Colonials starting to use some clock. Sometimes in the hurry up, you take your time. Now they've got it figured out. Killen straight ahead for a yard, a tough yard at that.
Short gain on the play. That was made by Sparks.
Well, McDonald's has locations to serve you: Steinway Avenue, York Road in Gettysburg, Cross Keys, New Oxford, Queen Street, Littlestown, and Baltimore Street, Carlisle Street, and Eisenhower Drive in Hanover. See you under the arches. And my grandchildren really like those Happy Meals. Some marvelous toys. So Amenevic on 4th down will attempt a 27-yard field goal, and it's good.
With 8:40 on the clock, the first half.
8:49 to go in the half, and it's 17-0 Colonials. And special thanks to Mr. G's, the official ice cream of high school sports, located on Baltimore Street in Gettysburg, open 7 days a week, noon to 9 p.m. Mr. G's has 16 flavors of ice cream, milkshakes, sundaes, homemade waffle cones, and more. Check out the gift shop at Mr. G's. Lots of great ideas, works of local artists on display, the Life is Good line of apparel, shirts, jewelry, and more at Mr. G's. The official ice cream of high school sports, and a whole lot more. KD out to their own 22. David Smith on the return. 17-0 New Oxford. 8:42 to go here in the second quarter. The second quarter brought to you in part by Kenny's Marketplace. It's my favorite place to shop. 100% employee owned, superior quality in perishables, and world-class customer service. Kenny's carries certified Angus beef and over 40 store-made items daily. Fresh food, friendly folks. You'll find them at Kenny's, serving our local communities with excellence since 1959. Second man through is Sparks. He spins out of one tackle right into another and is limited to a 2-yard gain. 5 carries, 52 yards for Gavin Sparks. That includes his 37-yarder to open the contest. Kenny salutes his store management team. Ralph at Gettysburg, Charity at Spring Grove, John at Littlestown, Rocky at Tawnytown, and Leon at Biglerville. Kenny's my favorite place to shop. Don't forget your preferred customer card, your passport to a world of savings. A shout out to all our friends and the frontline workers at Kenny's Marketplace. 2nd and 8. hold everything.
We have a pre-snap penalty.
The 5-yarder will go against the Rams. So it'll be 2nd and 14. Nick Cleary yet to complete a pass. 7:49 and counting in the half. McCleary keeps it. Tackled out of bounds, but no flag this time. About a 6-yard scramble. Eli Ernst used restraint not to get a personal foul over here. You know, you get a chance to light up the opposing quarterback. It was all he could do not to do so, but it would have been a costly 15-yard personal foul. And now it's 3rd and 11. So Colonials have a chance to get the ball back and plenty of time to score. McCleary looking to his left, and now he's going to be tackled from behind after about a 3-yard pickup. Micah Smith with a nice tackle from behind. Holmes and Shriver in punt return formation. Line of scrimmage to 25. Shriver will take it at his own 45. Finds a seam and gets out of bounds. Oh man, there's a block of a defenseless person. I think they're going to get Britton Akins on that. You know, it's like we'll see what they call, but it may negate a lot of that return. So Ox well, thank you, Goldenville Gal. I just saw your text. She says, excellent color. Burb leads Fairfield to 13-0. Biggerville's tied to Lone 7-all. Waynesboro on the board. They trail Gettysburg 7-3. Thanks to Gettysburg Times sports editor Josh Martin. And next week we're going to be back at Gettysburg as the Warriors entertain Greencastle. Then 2 weeks hence, the plan is to go up to Northern. A key contest as Gettysburg travels to meet the Polar Bears in Dillsburg. So that's the plan here coming up the next 2 weeks after this. Right here, Colonials have things firmly in control. 10-yard holding penalty or illegal block. Probably a personal foul, actually. So anyway, New Oxford starts at its own 40. Britton Akins, a lot of work for a yard. His first carry of the night. He's been active on defense with a couple of sacks. Looking to atone for that personal foul call. Didn't get a targeting call, but it was I guess the best thing to call was a cheap shot. Guy wasn't even looking. The guy, his ball carrier was already out of bounds. And anyway, good call by the official. 2nd and 9. Chad Moore had a fantastic first quarter. Now he's going again for Holmes. Oh, had a chance. A little hand fighting with McCleary. And Holmes Might have got a fingertip on it. So it's 3rd and 9. Why not? Take a shot. So Moore started out 6 of 7. Now he's missed his last 2 attempts, but still pretty impressive. 6 out of 9, 152 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Brendan Holmes rather, is up at the top of your screen. Shriver goes in motion that way. They set up a screen pass. Oh, they read it beautifully, sniffed it out. Eakins catches the ball, but he's dropped in his tracks for a loss of 4. Wolf with a nice open field tackle. So New Oxford, its first punt of the night. Line of scrimmage. The New Oxford 36. Domenovic to punt it away with 5:25 to go. High snap, but Domenovic fields it cleanly. Fumble. Oh! I think the Colonials have it.
Colonials recovered the punt. They'll take over. 1st and 10. Ball spot on the Ram, 35.
So they get it right back on the fumble. Akins thought about throwing the halfback option, tucked it down, and looked like Holmes was pretty well covered. So Akins with a 7-yard gain.
That was made by number 10, Brandon Thomas. Gain of 6, 2nd down.
Called a 6-yard pickup for Akins. 2 carries, now 7 yards. Riley Killen got the start. Had 12 carries for 43 yards. Now Akins in there as the sidecar to Jet Moore. 2nd and 4. They give it to Akins off the right side. Trying to set up his blockers, does a beautiful job of doing it. Falls forward for 7 yards and a 1st down.
Gain of 6 and a Colonial 1st down.
8 first downs so far for the Colonials. Akins tries to bounce it outside, spins it, twists his way, still on his feet. Pickup of 9. Britton Eakins running hard.
Gain of 9, 2nd down.
Still plenty of time, 3:40 and counting to go in the half. Eakins again picking his way. He's got the 1st down. Got about 4 yards. Moves the chains yet again. New Oxford. Look for them to, well, we'll see. I mean, you would think they would just use some clock here and try to get a touchdown, take a seemingly insurmountable 24-zip lead. Zone read, Jet Moore to the pylon. He's got it, or they say he's out of bounds at the 3.
Stepped out of bounds at the 2-yard line. It'll be 2nd down.
Second down and a yard. Do they give it off to Britton Eakins here? He does. Gives it to Eakins, who finds the end zone from 2 yards out.
From 2 yards and a Colonial touchdown.
3:08 to go in the first half. 24, well, it's about to be 24-0. If Ametovic can convert this extra point, and he can, and he does. 24-0.
3:08 left before halftime. New Oxford 24, Kennard-Dale 0.
Well, you heard Coach Anderson tell you the score. Kennard-Dale had hoped to give the Ox more of a game. Well, tonight's game brought to you by Ira E. Lady, American Legion, Post 262 in Biglerville, Ketterman Electrical Services, LLC, the official ice cream of high school sports, Mr. G's, Kenny's Marketplace, and your friendly neighborhood McDonald's. Thank you, one and all, to our outstanding sponsors. Kick is deep. Sparks take it at the 6, fakes the reverse, keeps it himself. It gets out to about the 23-yard line. And this team not really built to come from behind, Kennard-Dale, based on what we've seen so far. And now what you don't want to do is turn it over and give New Oxford another score before the half. If you're KD, if you can't score, don't give up anything else. Get into the locker room, regroup, maybe make some adjustments. Maybe you got to put double coverage on Brennan Holmes. He's got a lot going on. Waynesboro up 10-7 on Gettysburg, trying to pull the upset. Delone back in front on Biglerville, 14-7.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
McCleary's dropped for a loss.
Gary McCleary sack by number 21,
Britton Eakins, his third sack of the night.
4, he'll bring up third down.
Third and 14. McCleary under center, one receiver, split to the far side. Joseph Smith in motion, and McCleary sacked again. And it's Micah Smith doing the honors. Loss of 5 more.
Timeout, New Oxford.
So New Oxford calls timeout. They have 1:18 and a chance to get the ball back. Maybe they try to block the punt. Timeout. New Oxford They already lead 24-0. A minute 18 to go here in this first half, brought to you by your friendly neighborhood McDonald's, Kenny's Marketplace, Mr. G's, Ketterman Electric, and Post 262. Line of scrimmage, their own 15-yard line already. The fourth punt of the contest for KD. Holmes is inside the KD 40, so Ox figures to get excellent field position, take a couple shots downtown, try to put this game away. Line drive kick out of bounds. That's a 19-yard punt. And New Oxford takes over at the KD 34.
The Colonials will take over first and 10. The ball spotted at the Ram 34.
Five wide receivers in the formation. Moore. Holmes. Isolation on a quick slant. His third touchdown of the half. Making it look super smooth, super easy. The 134 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns. Cameron Herring runs it in for 2. And that took all of 11 seconds. 32-0. And New Oxford gets the ball back to start the second half. I love that formation, though. You have 4 wides to the near side, creating havoc. And then Holmes in isolation gets a step on his man. That's all Jet Moore needed. Hit him in stride. And Holmes just sashayed in from there. 32-0. It's been all Colonials. They haven't, well, they did punt once and they recovered. So from the 12, Sparks, decent return. Gets it out of bounds, but not a lot of time. Just 1 minute to go.
Knocked out of bounds by number 11, Trevor Yoka.
At their own 43. Well, that's a little bit of a let up by special teams. I'm sure the coaching staff not happy about that. McCleary under center. Colonials will bring the house. Sparks loses a yard.
Tackle by Akins and Smith. No gain. Second down.
Well, Micah Smith, Britton Akins, they've been meeting at the quarterback most of the night. Second and 11. I mean, no hurry at all. for KD. They keep it on the ground. Sparks again. Got about 7 yards. But I think they're just going to let it run out. Kind of the white flag of capitulation, as that'll do it. They have 2 timeouts left and eschew the usage thereof. 2 quarters in the books. It's been all Colonials, 32-0.
Kennard-Dale marching band is proud to present their 2022 field show, The Elements. Their show features music highlighting air, earth, fire, and water. The band on music direction of Mr. Stephen Benna. Marching and staff includes Ms. Carly Steele, Assistant Director, Ms. Barbara Peterson, Choreographer Instructor, and show designer Mr. David Friday, Visual Instructor, and Mr. Emmett Curry, Drumline Instructor. Music arrangement by Mr. Zachary Taylor and co-design by Mr. Dominic Calvoni. Section leaders include Austin Hurley, Felicity Easley, Chuck Kowalski, Paul Hoffert, Christopher Rush, and Lee Schwarbeck. The band is under the field direction of senior drum major Simon Frutai and junior field commander Eagle Miller. The Kennard-Dale marching band would like to thank the FESC music boosters, parents, administration, and school board for their continued support of the marching arts. Now sit back and enjoy the Kennard-Dale marching band perform The Elements.
Good job by the Kennard-Dale Nightingales. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you direct your attention to the crowd. Students at CBRS are awarded for abiding by the 5 P's: prompt, prepared, polite, productive, and positive in their daily schedule. The following students chose to attend this evening's game as a reward for demonstrating P5 at CBRS. Asia Medical, William Miller, Bill Brown, Whitney Drew, and the Cowboy, Mr. Cable, Joe Daniel, Rick Gabriel, Dave Bell, Joe Stigmar, Chad Fisher, Evan Fee, William Gray, Ryan Hicks, Ariel Hicks, Emerson Hoover, Jackson Hunter, Howard McNady, Skylar Jenkins, Weston Julius.
Well, the Kennard-Dale band went through their paces. An appreciative crowd cheered them on. And here we are at the half, 32-0. It's been all Colonials so far. They get the second half kickoff, and they might be thinking quick strike to get that mercy rule in action, get everybody in the game, avoid any injuries. It's kind of a coach's dream when you can put it all together like the Colonials have so far. Some standouts in the first half. Well, Brendan Holmes, 4 catches, 3 touchdowns, 134 yards receiving, and Jet Moore, what a first half, 182 passing yards. 8 out of 11 for 182 yards and 3 touchdowns. I don't know what the quarterback rating is, but you need an abacus to figure it out, that's for sure. You younger audience, you're not sure what an abacus is, ask your parents. All right. So a chance to thank our sponsors for tonight's telecast. They include your friendly neighborhood McDonald's. McDonald's is taking applications for staff and management. Scholarships available. If you work an average of 15 hours a week, a very competitive wage up to $14 an hour, depending on availability and experience, free meals and discounts. Design your schedule around your lifestyle. Be creative. Managers get these benefits plus more. Just go online to mchire.com. That's mchire.com. As Emmett Patterson often says, success is not built on wishes, but hard work, risk, sweat, tears, and sacrifice. See one of the stores to serve you on Steimer Avenue and York Road in Gettysburg, Cross Keys, New Oxford, Queen Street in Littlestown, and Baltimore Street, Carlisle Street, and Eisenhower Drive in Hanover. Over 99 billion served. See you under the arches.
Northeastern 7. At the half, Dover 26, Eastern York 7. At the half, Union Springs 13, Fairfield 0. At the half, York Catholic 7, Hanover 6. In the second quarter,
Special thanks as well to Kenny's Marketplace. Kenny's is 100% employee owned. Superior quality in perishables and world-class customer service. Kenny's carries certified Angus beef and over 40 store-made items daily. Fresh fruit, friendly folks. You'll find them all at Kenny's, serving our local communities with excellence since 1958. Stores to serve you in Spring Grove, Tawnytown, Littlestown, Biglerville, and the flagship store in Gettysburg. My favorite place to shop. Don't forget your preferred customer card, your passport to a world of savings at Kenny's Marketplace. And Mr. G's, it's the official ice cream of high school sports. Located on Baltimore Street in Gettysburg, open noon till 9, 7 days a week. Mr. G's has 16 flavors of ice cream, milkshakes, sundaes, homemade waffle cones, and more. Special flavor is pumpkin ice cream. Check out the gift shop at Mr. G's. Many great gift ideas and the works of local artists on display. The Life is Good line of apparel, shirts, jewelry, and more. It's not just the official ice cream of high school sports. Mr. G's is a whole lot more. And special thanks to Ketterman Electrical Services LLC, located at 2915 Biglerville Road. Telephone 717-677-0066. A family-owned business serving Adams County since 1995. Bucket truck service, commercial and residential wiring, supply and installation of electric car chargers, and their specialty, whole house generator systems. Riley Killen fields a second half kick and gets out to about the 37-yard line. Voted number 1 electrician 10 years in a row by the Gettysburg Times. Pick of the counties, it's Ketterman Electrical Services. So New Oxford starts its initial possession of the third quarter at its own 37.
Colonials will take over. First and 10. The ball spotted on our own 36.
Riley Killen had 43 yards rushing in the first half. Britton Akins 29 and a 2-yard touchdown run. Killen again. Killen started finding some seams in that second quarter, or maybe late in the first. Gets another 5 yards. This is one of his more productive outings of the season so far. 13 carries, 48 yards. Special thanks to our good friends at the Ira E. Lady American Legion Post 262 in Biglerville. My good friends Rick Pelkin, Vernon Stein, Commander Gene Schaefer, Manager Chris Teixeira, and all the good folks at Post 262. You've served our country in times of war and peace, and now you serve our local communities as well. 10-yard penalty backs the Colonials up. It's 1st and 15. Maybe 1st and 16, actually. Well, Post 262, you do great things to support the local Biglerville community, like helping out with the new greenhouse project. Killen again got a lot of the penalty yardage back. Gain of 6. So it's now 2nd and 10.
Gain of 4, 2nd down.
Second down, just a little more than 10 yards. Jet Moore airs it out. Caught. Cameron Herring with an over-the-shoulder grab. Good for huge yardage. 39 yards on the completion.
39. And a Colonial first down.
Britton Eakins off the right side. Good for about 6 yards.
Gain of 5, 2nd down.
Make it 5. 7 carries, 34 yards for Britton Eakins. 2nd and 5. Colonials looking to get the mercy rule in effect. What a great throw. Eakins still dragging bodies in his wake. What an effort. To the 12-yard line and a first down. Gain of 10. Bench pressing the entire team. Talk about putting the team on your back.
Smith along with Donald Youngblood. There'll be another Colonial first down.
1st and 10 at about the 13. Holmes at the top of your screen. Oh, Akins shrugs off a tackle and somehow dives forward for about a yard. 9 carries, 45 yards for Britton Eakins. 3 sacks to go along for good measure.
No gain.
Moore. Oh, well, Brennan Holmes is human. He got 2 hands on that, but couldn't corral it.
Pass intended for Brennan Holmes, incomplete. Third down.
Third and 10. He's got a man. Complete for the touchdown.
Pass complete for number 6, Carson Heaney.
Carson Heaney.
Good for 13 yards. And another Colonial touchdown.
Well thrown ball by Jet Moore. Nothing new there. Medevic's kick is good.
The Medevic's kick is good. With 8:37 left in quarter number 3. New Oxford 39.
39 zip. Well, now the mercy rule will be in effect. Special thanks to our sponsors for tonight's game. Ketterman Electrical Services, 2915 Biglerville Road. A family-owned business serving Adams County for more than 2 decades. Bucket Truck Service, commercial and residential wiring, supply and installation of electric car chargers, and their specialty, whole house generator systems. Voted 10 years in a row, best electrician by Gettysburg Times. Pick of the counties, it's Ketterman Electrical Services. So KD, try again to get on the board. They start at their own 24.
That was made by number 7, Zion Conley.
No, the clock stops after kickoff, but then it won't stop for first downs. It won't stop for incomplete passes or out of bounds. It stops for penalties and I think scores. So could be an early evening. Next week we'll be back at Gettysburg. It sounds like the Warriors had their hands full with Waynesboro. Decent running room off the right side for Joseph Smith.
Tackle made by carrying along with Eli Ernst.
And Mr. G's is the official ice cream of high school sports. Thanks to Mark and Megan McLean and all our friends at Mr. G's, located on Baltimore Street in Gettysburg, open 7 days a week, noon until 9 p.m. 16 flavors of ice cream, milkshakes, sundaes, homemade waffle cones, and more. The special fall flavor is pumpkin spice ice cream. Counter action, cross buck, and they get the first down yardage to Smith. He's got 9 yards. And the Rams move the chains. Check out the gift shop at Mr. G's, too. Great ideas. Local artwork on display. The Life is Good line of apparel, shirts, jewelry, and more. It's not just the official ice cream of high school sports. It's Mr. G's. First and 10. Off the left side for about 2 yards is Connor Wolf.
Tackled by Makai Smith.
Special thanks as well to Post 262, the IRE Lady American Legion post in Biglerville. They've served, these brave men and women have served their country in times of war and peace, and now they serve their local communities, as evidenced by the new greenhouse project at Biglerville High School to the tune of $20,000. We appreciate the sponsorship of Post 262 and thank Commander Gene Schaefer, Manager Krista Shara, my good friends Rick Pelk and Vernon Stein, and all those at Post 262. We salute you. 4 yards for Sparks. Did he fumble it? That's the Britton Eakins thinks so, and they're saying no, he got it back. Or he never actually fumbled it. So 3rd and almost 5 yards to go as they count down to the 5-minute mark of the 3rd quarter here with the running clock, the mercy rule in effect. All New Oxford tonight, 39-0. Punted one time, and when they did, they got the ball back when KD fumbled. It's been a long night from Jet Morris, 4th of the game, and mercy rule now in effect. The last touchdown was caught by Carson Heaney. So if you missed it on the live telecast, you'll be able to see it on the replay. Smith for no gain. As we count, we're going to be under a minute left in the 3rd. This game is flying along. Compliments of the mercy rule. So hopefully we got the broadcast unfrozen. Thank you, Josh Martin, as always. 27, he says back in business. 27-7, DeLone over Biglerville. Ryder Knoll with a pick 6. McCleary looking for a completion. Tipped away. Nice defense. Shriver in on the coverage. Or was that Tyler Arago? Hard to tell. But anyway, McCleary now 0 for 5. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Well, special thanks to our sponsors. Mr. G's, the official ice cream of high school sports. Our good friends Mark and Megan McLean and everyone at Mr. G's, open 7 days a week from noon until 9 p.m., located on Baltimore Street in Gettysburg. 16 flavors of ice cream, milkshakes, sundaes, homemade waffle cones. Why they completed a pass. Hallelujah. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. Oh, Mr. G's is a lot more than ice cream and all things delicious. Check out the gift shop, too. Great gift ideas, works of local artists on display, the Life is Good line of apparel, shirts, jewelry, and more. You'll find them at Mr. G's, the official ice cream of high school sports, and Ketterman Electrical Services, LLC. 2915 Biglerville Road. Give them a call, 717-677-0066. Serving the Adams County community, a family-owned business, serving the Adams County community since 1995. Bucket truck service, generator installation, commercial and residential wiring, and supply and installation of electric car chargers on the vanguard of the future. It's Ketterman Electrical Services, voted #1 electrician 10 years in a row by Gettysburg Times pick of the counties. Thanks, Ketterman Electrical Services. And thanks to all you viewers for tuning in as we get ready for the 4th quarter. I mean, they didn't change ends yet, so are they saying there's another? Is there another play left in the quarter? I'm not sure what's going on here. So did that negate the completion? Apparently. McCleary sacked again. So negate that completion. Yeah, I thought the quarter could end on an offensive penalty, but not on a defensive penalty. But that's apparently not what happened. Anyway, thanks to Ketterman Electrical Services and Mr. G's. Thanks also to the IRE Lady American Legion Post 262 in Biglerville. These fine men and women have served our country in times of war and peace, and now they're giving back to their local communities with their eleemosynary efforts and their philanthropic service. We appreciate the sponsorship of Post 262, and especially thank Commander Gene Schaefer, Manager Krista Shara, my good friends Rick Pelk and Bernard Stein. For all those of you at Post 262, we salute you. And Kenny's Marketplace. So 4th and 23. Kennard-Dale airs it out. McCleary intercepted. Idris Amenovic. Can you have a negative quarterback rating? I don't know. Yeah, it's his 6th interception of the year. I heard somebody say he's had 4 on TV. Oh, now what? What's going on here? Oh, okay. It was an interception. It's gain of about 2. I couldn't see who carried the ball. Clayton Nieves on the carry. Nieves takes the pitch. Into the secondary. You think he has speed? Look at him go. 91 yards. There's a flag, though. A couple of flags back. There are 3 flags on the field. I think it's safe to say this one is coming back. Wow.
He has swung it in for a touchdown. There's a flag on the play.
Well, the future is in good hands. Clayton Nieves is a sophomore, and speed to burn. I mean, hey, coach, note to self, that kind of speed you can't teach. Now, the clock did stop for the penalty. And special thanks to your friendly neighborhood McDonald's. Now taking applications for crew and management. And this one is coming back. 10-yard penalty. A holding penalty. So now it's back at the 7-yard line. McDonald's offers a very competitive wage, up to $14 an hour, depending on availability and experience. Free meals and discounts. Design your schedule around your lifestyle. Be creative. Managers get these benefits plus more. They pitch it again. Nieves cuts inside. Gets to the 12, gain of 6. For more information about job opportunities at McDonald's, call mchire.com. That's mchire.com. As McDonald's proprietor Emmett Patterson often says, success is not built in wishes, but hard work, risk, sweat, tears, and sacrifice. Locations to serve you: Steiner Avenue and York Road in Gettysburg, Cross Keys, New Oxford, Queen Street in Littlestown, and Baltimore Street, Carlisle Street, and Eisenhower Drive in Hanover. Over 99 billion served. See you under the arches. And Amenovic's now running the offense at quarterback. Nieves to the 30-yard line. Gain of 18 yards and another first down. So Nieves, instant impact, 4 carries, 30 yards. As Coach Warner getting his backups in there. Can't thank our sponsors enough for tonight's game. Your friendly neighborhood McDonald's, Kenny's Marketplace, Mr. G's, Ketterman Electrical Services, and Ira E. Lady American Legion Post 262 in Biglerville. 1st and 10. Colonials letting the clock run under 9 minutes in the fourth. They lead 39-0. Big hit in the backfield. Nieves is going to lose a couple of yards. Greeted rather rudely back there by one of the Rams. I didn't. Oh, thank you, Coach Anderson. Luis Forbes on the stop. 2nd and long. Amenovic to throw. Got Shriver. Looks like a face mask, no? It's the whip tackle. 5 yards. Amenovic. Shriver's 3rd catch for 4 yards. 3rd and 7. Both teams with 3 timeouts, unlikely to be utilized tonight. Four receivers to the near side. Mehmetovic has an interception, and now Jet Moore appears his night is through. 10 out of 14 for 282 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jet Moore, pretty nice night. And they call a timeout with 7:24 to play. Gettysburg 14, Waynesboro 10 with 11 minutes to play. Brady Heiser to Tanner Newman for a 61-yard touchdown. Thank you, Josh Martin.
Again, just a reminder.
39-0, New Oxford, in case you just joined us. Next week, back to Gettysburg, where Greencastle comes to town. If the Warriors can hang on against Waynesboro, they'll be 6-1 and still undefeated in the Colonial Conference. Or the Colonial Division, whatever they call it. I guess it's the Mid-Penn Conference, the Colonial Division. So back on the field for a 3rd and 7. Mehmetovic, 4 wides to the near side. Mehmetovic keeps it on the zone read, and they're not going to catch him. There are no flags. 67 yards. Idris Mehmetovic.
67 yards for a Colonial touchdown.
Now they have Miller in there to try the kick, the backup kicker. No, that was Mehmetovic. I'm sorry. He kicked it. Only fitting. He converts his own score, and it's 46-0, 7:13 to go. Well, frankly, we expected a closer game. Kennard-Dale undefeated in the conference, a real strong showing last year, including a win over Gettysburg. It's hard to maintain excellence. New Oxford doing just that this year. A lot of losses to graduation, and the Colonials haven't skipped a beat. They stubbed their toe against Southwestern right here, a game we saw right here on community media. But that's been it. They've been outstanding all year, and Brendan Holmes leads the area in touchdown receptions. I think he's getting close to 10 for the season. I don't know how many he has, but great job. And then a great job by Jet Moore to find him. Medovic kicks it deep at the 6-yard line. Out to about the 31 or 32. We'll start it right at the 30 with 7:05 to go. I mean, KD, they probably just want to get off the field. I mean, look for some huddling and clock watching and they get their 11th player on the field just in time. Good running room for Desmond Warren.
Desmond Warren is out there.
7 yards for Warren.
Second down.
So Garrett McCleary 0 for 6 for 0 yards with a pick. Met in the backfield, going nowhere is Joseph. No, that's a new player out there. Jack McShane loses a yard.
Number 44, Jack McShane, the ball carrier. No gain. Maybe third down.
Under 6 to play. McShane again for another couple yards.
Again, the ball carrier.
And that was Warren, they say. I'll take their word for it. Berm 27, Fairfield nothing in the fourth. Bermudian, after an 0-4 start, moves to 3-4 and on the bubble for the postseason. McCleary on fourth down, they pick it up. McShane moves the chains and more. 7-yard gain. Another first down for KD as we click down to the 5-minute mark. Clock is running when they reset the chains. They don't. Lots of reserve defenders in there now for the Colonials. McShane again. No, that's Warren rather. Warren on the carry. He's got about 4. Warren is the punter. He got snap one over his head. 4 minutes and change.
Second down.
This game's going to end before 9 o'clock. McShane again for a couple. 3rd down and a long 4 as we're under 4 minutes to go. A chance to thank our sponsors once more. McDonald's, Kenny's Marketplace, Mr. G's Ice Cream, Ketterman Electric, and Post 262, we thank you. 3rd and 5. They give it to McShane. 1st down and more. Got about, that was Warren rather, 10 yards on the carry for Warren. He's in the plus column. 5 carries for 1 yard. But that's deceptive. He got tagged with that 22-yard loss when the snap went over his head in punt formation. The backup quarterback in there. Intercepted? I couldn't tell what happened on that.
Short pass is incomplete. 2nd down.
Fumble.
Fumble on the play. Ball is covered by number 18. That's Hunter McNamee. It'll bring up 3rd and 12.
Just over, we're 2 minutes left in this game. McShane, or rather Warren again. Warren gets 5 more. So it'll be 4th and 6. Clock ticking down about a minute and a half. Huge gain for Desmond Warren from the 36 all the way to the 6-yard line, a gain of 30. Jose Morales saved a touchdown. And just over a minute to go. 1st and goal, and KD, they got timeouts. Might want to try to score a touchdown, but they're not using them, and under 40 seconds to play. McShane got about 5 yards, down to about the 1. Will he be able to get off another play? They don't seem to be in any hurry.
Tackle was made by Liam Hip. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it looks like they are going to try to get into the end zone. Why not? 20 seconds. Incomplete, and that'll do it. So the final. New Oxford preserves the shutout, and they prevail. Wait a minute. Kennard-Dale took a timeout with 4.5 seconds left. It's third down. I guess they have one more play. One more play. Thanks to our sponsors, McDonald's, Kenny's, Mr. G's, Ketterman Electric, and Post 262. Thanks to Corey Smith and Brandon Glorioso for all your outstanding work here tonight. New Oxford moves to 6-1. Kennard-Dale falls to 3-4. Brennan Holmes, 3 touchdown receptions. And Warren dives into the end zone on the last play of the game. They did? They don't. There's no extra point. Kick not attempted.
And that's our final play of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Our final score. New Oxford 46, Kennard-Dale 6. Thank you.
And so, that does it from New Oxford. We'll see you next week at Gettysburg when Greencastle comes to town. Gettysburg leads Waynesboro 21-10 with 5 minutes to play. Thanks, Josh Martin. And thanks to all of you at home for tuning in. Until next time, sports fans, I'm Jeff Cook. Good night.